Hi, I'm Faith.
And I'm Neysa. And this is
Go Ladies, a podcast about navigating life, love,
and so much more
from a 40-plus perspective. The butterfly, that's all. Let me see that Tootsie Roll. Tootsie Roll. Let me see that Tootsie Roll.
I was in it.
You want to go to the left? Mm-hmm. To the left, to the left, to the right, to the right, to the front, to the front, to the back, to the back. Now slide, 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 slide. You can just keep sliding. But come on, come on. Oh. Now dip, Neysa, dip. You better dip. Did you do the Tootsie Roll?
You know Tootsie Roll. Butterfly champion 1993 to 97.
You got the trophy to prove it. You wear little denim shorts. Yes.
Since you done bought it up.
Let's go.
No better song to Butterfly to than The Criminal. The Pied Piper of R&B.
Oh. The Criminal. I'm like, Smooth Criminal?
Bumper Grind remix.
Oh. Okay, we're just going to leave it at that because I'm... No.
Yeah, we don't talk about The Criminal.
We don't.
However, comma. 1993
I could
to
see
97.
that. Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. You... Oh, look at it.
A little slow on it.
Oh. And.
See,
I can't even sing it.
That's how you get the biggest trophy, because you can do it slow.
Oh. Why tongue out, y'all? Y'all
ain't got it.
If you're not watching this on YouTube,
y'all
you
missing
need
out.
to, because Neysa tongue.
Y'all missing out.
Listen, when the tongue comes out, it's about to be a problem.
It's a whole problem. Whole problem.
Okay, before we start,
Yes.
like, comment, subscribe, share.
All the things.
All the platforms. We appreciate it. We love y'all. Okay, do that now. Yeah, thanks.
Okay.
What's up?
I got my 90s throwback outfit on.
Don't she look real 90s, y'all? I told her she looked like a Chicago Bulls dancer at halftime. That's a compliment, because Neysa dances too.
Mm-hmm. And I was on the dance team.
She was on the dance team.
Exactly.
Yes. The Freaknik documentary's coming out. It's March. Freaknik's coming out. Yeah, you might be in it. I don't know.
I'm not in it.
Neysa's not in it. She's a good girl.
I'm not in. I'm a good Christian lady.
Well, why am I excited? I really do hope it's as good as like the hype has been. But I like documentaries anyway.
So do I.
Right. So I'm like, some of the interviews and stuff, I'm really interested to hear.
I'm a hypocrite.
Aren't we all?
Yes.
Okay.
But here's what I'm going to say. For this particular instance,
Okay.
I'm a hypocrite.
All right.
We all reminisce of a time before cameras and the freedom that there was before cameras.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you were, I've seen the Woodstock documentary from the first one, Woodstock, and then the remix that they did, in the 90s.
Yeah.
I've seen, MTV Spring Break.
Yes.
Was very much so a time at that time, right?
Yeah.
Freaknik was a camcorder.
Mm-hmm.
You might be on the VHS in somebody's drawer, but
right.
you wouldn't be out on the interwebs.
Not until
now. And so, I don't know. Like, there's a freedom of that time period that is lost now.
Yeah.
Where people don't want to repeat outfits.
No.
People are getting their makeup done for each and everything that happens. Heck, even myself,
Yeah, me too.
We got a contour. I watched this YouTube video on how to contour. Yeah. Can't afford to get my makeup done for stuff, because you got to think about the gram, the pictures that might be out there of you.
Yeah.
Even at some weddings I've been to where people are just standing there taking video. Are you enjoying the wedding?
Right.
Are you taking video of the dance floor? People having a good time. And when you got a real job,
come on, you are mindful of what you do.
I'm still the same person that wants to do the butterfly,
right?
But will I butterfly at your wedding now? Even if it comes on, I will not. I don't dance to him no more. Key the Criminal, but to another song,
right?
But still, I won't, because I don't want to be on your video of me doing the butterfly, and I don't know you like that.
Yeah. Yes.
If it's my own girls, that's different, because I know you're not going to post like that.
Right.
I might be in the group chat a little bit. But I ain't gonna be out on the interweb.
This her.
Yeah. Neysa was getting it. That's one thing.
Get it.
But on the interwebs, because it can be misconstrued.
Correct.
Black joy is often misconstrued.
That is true.
And so I'm just like, I don't know. Now, am I going to watch it? Yes. But I'm going to be conflicted about it while
We're
I watch
watching it. Oh, you're making that proclamation? You feel like you're going to be conflicted? Okay.
Because what's going to happen when somebody is zooming in?
That's true.
And that's Deacon so-and-so.
That is.
Pastor so-and-so.
Amen.
CEO so-and-so. Judge so-and-so.
I feel you. Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
Who are now 50.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Done lived the life, raised the kids, all the things.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with being there.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with kicking it.
Yeah.
You know, people go on Bourbon Street every year with their titties out. You know what I mean?
Shimmy.
But at the same time, I don't want to have to answer for that. And I don't want them to have to answer for that.
That's true. That's true.
So.
Okay.
As long as you're not criminal, you know.
Right.
SA is never going to be good. But, you know, just having a good time and
like you said,
being 21.
Absolutely. We all did stuff.
We're judgmental, too.
We're super judgmental.
We always want grace for ourselves and justice for others.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And we forget sometimes about being 21. I have to check myself about that.
Yeah. We've talked about it. Yeah.
When I see my own children doing things, and I'm like, y'all
you can't be exactly.
Well, shit, they did it.
They did. I was doing that too.
And a time was had.
Right.
You know?
I love that about you, though. As a mom, though, you don't shy away from those conversations with your daughter. I've always admired that about you. I tell you that. I love that you have very real conversations with your kids. And you do. You reckon you were young. We were all young at one point.
And truth be told, I hope to do it again. I mean,
that's what I'm talking about.
Are we going to be honest?
Let's be honest. Yeah.
The reason we go on vacay out of the country now.
To turn up. And get bent over on somebody's balcony. Did I say that out loud? Huh?
I can neither confirm nor deny. That's the reason that I look for hotels that face the water with full.
You said we're telling the truth
on the balcony.
Come on, drive around.
I don't want the one because some balconies have the ones you can see through. I don't want that one. I want the full wall.
I want like a terrace in Italy.
There's a reason.
Hey, we're telling the truth. Go ahead.
But
being open.
I give that to my mother too. My mom told me, she was like, when you marry, vacation sex is the best sex. She ain't lie.
Ow.
She ain't lie.
Yeah.
You know, because there's a freedom to, this is new.
Yeah.
Let's see what this is.
It does.
I like a glass shower.
Hello.
Right. My shower downstairs small. We can both fit in here. Oh, look at this. Hey.
And they still like some big in different ways. What? Okay, but back to freedom. And I really like what you said about me and you both. Black joy being misconstrued.
Yes.
Because you think about it, those are kids. They were at the time. They're young adults. They were
over 18.
Over 18. Right. Yeah. And just having a good time. And, to have this, that was part of the whole controversy. In lawsuits even, because we don't know what's going to come out. And, not wanting for them to be on video or their kids or family, like you said, because they are now in a different phase of their life. It is unfortunate. To me, it makes me think of today's times, though, more so, like you said, because phones are everywhere and constantly having to think about that when we enter spaces and, okay, well, I can't. Now, obviously, Neysa, y'all know me. I'm going to dance wherever. I don't care. But my dancing isn't, in my opinion, like provocative, whatever.
You are normally dancing solo.
I am.
And it is very much so black joy on display.
It is black joy. Yeah. I'm having a good time.
I dance solo, but I also like to dance with a partner.
She like it, yeah. And you was me.
It is very much a battle of energy is what I'm going to call it.
Body roll.
I'm a body roll.
Yeah. No, I get it. I do. I get it. We'll see.
I'm gonna be honest right now.
Please.
Ooh,
we like
about to open it all up.
We gonna bust it open.
Bust it open. Try Drop down to get the ego. So, I told you this off camera a couple weeks ago. Oh. But I'm going to bring it out here.
Exclusive.
I have watched the show. Mm-hmm. And realized that I could have been in that scene.
Oh.
I ain't going to give you all the details because y'all ain't going to be business like that. But I was somewhere.
Yes.
And did not realize that there was a camera crew recording this event. Probably because I was intoxicated.
Yeah.
And at the event, having a good time.
Yes.
A good time was had. But I am now it's years later, I guess, where I was watching TV and this show comes on and I'm watching it with my child who loves the person who's the main character of this show.
Right. Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, let's watch it. And then they're like, so-and-so, the grand marshal of this parade. And I'm like, woo.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah.
Ooh. Because I was there.
Yeah.
I was.
Yeah.
So I'm watching it and it can't be like, so I'm like, you don't want to go downstairs and get some chips? you don't
right.
You don't go get me some water.
Yeah.
I'm going to miss it. And I'm watching it like and praying. Silent prayers. The Lord heard me. Please. I'm like, Lord.
No, folks say you were somewhere you shouldn't have been. That's what they say.
That's true. But the Lord saw fit to not have me looking lucky on the show, on the reality TV show.
Right.
I don't want, because I know what it feels like.
Yeah.
I don't want the thousands of people who are at Freaknik.
Okay, that makes sense.
To feel like that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because what I remember as actually with a fondness, right? My time at that event, I remember very, very fondly. It was a great time. There was an unabashed freedom that I don't get to experience very often. And I had a blast.
Yeah. Yep.
But to see it played out on TV, and how easily that can be misconstrued and detrimental, I'm like, damn it.
Yeah. I do. I hate it. I get it, but I just like you said, and when you're in it, you have the freedom, and you are free, and you're feeling good, and then, like you said, something that comes up years later, even the possibility, the thought of it coming to fruition is enough to make you be like, whoa.
Exactly.
You know? Yeah.
And so it's just like, well, damn.
Yeah.
You know? So, again, though, I'm hypocritical. We put this show on YouTube.
Boom.
Right? It's on YouTube.
Yeah, it is.
YouTube.
Yeah.
I watch clips from shows and videos and concerts or whatever else on YouTube. I'm a person who does not hold up my camera. We talked about that.
You don't.
But I will watch a clip.
Yes. You'll watch somebody else's footage. Yes.
When I'm there, I'm there.
Right.
Even I'm going to an event today.
We're working on that.
Yeah. And you gave me
orders.
She was like, do this, this, and this. And I'm like, I got it. This, and this. Because I'm very much so present.
Right.
But who's to say that 2 weeks from now, it ain't going to be a video or shoot?
Exactly.
Or shoot later on today.
Of
folks surfing.
Absolutely. Yeah. Personal videos, I'm sure somebody professional will be there. So you might be captured in that aspect.
Yeah. So, I don't know.
Okay.
But when we romanticize a time period before cameras, and it wasn't really before cameras, it was just on Polaroid.
Right.
You on film. You on VHS.
Girl.
You know?
Right. Yeah.
There was not a way to really mass distribute those. You know?
Yep.
And there's a freedom that came with that.
Talk about it. It really was. You weren't thinking. It wasn't a thought. You are in the moment having a blast. Yeah. Yep.
A blast. And I don't need a receipt of my blast time.
Okay.
Let me capture it here. Let me capture it in my photo album.
Right.
Do people even buy photo albums anymore?
Do they sell them? No.
Right. Exactly.
Right. I don't know.
I think about it for myself. I don't keep them. I have a Google Photos.
Exactly. Wow. We're old.
I do have photo albums.
Right.
But I'm like.
Yeah. For current photos. Right. They're not, you don't go and get photos developed in, films. Yeah.
I literally tried to recently because I found actually a roll and I'm like, oh, see what's on here. Took it to the place. I was like, can I get back in an hour? They were like, we don't do that no more. I was like, y'all got it back in an hour? They were like, we got to send it off. You get back in 2 weeks. I said, 2 weeks?
Dang, really?
They got to send it off.
Damn. It really did. 1 hour photo.
I can print from my phone right now.
Yeah.
But for actual development, I got to send it off.
Wow.
Yep.
40 plus?
Yes.
Sheesh.
So, all this comes to fruition because, the 90s were a time. If you ask me right now about the 90s,
yes.
A time was happening.
That was your jam. That was your coming of age. That's it really was. You always remember, for those who went to college, you remember your college years. You remember high school, but I think people really, really talk about college, especially if you went to HBCU. If there's so many, layers to that. But you vividly remember that and where you were and what you did. And
I can't do it. Give me your cup.
What, my cup? Okay. You about to be nasty.
I will forever remember this. Bad boy.
Aww. Yeah, he being bad.
Right?
Yeah. Perfect segue. Go ahead.
But that.
That's you.
but that.
Yes. Yeah. You remember.
We about to turn up.
You remember the sounds, the soundtrack of your life.
The soundtrack of my life.
Yeah.
It's very much so Brown Sugar. Do you remember when you first fell in love with hip hop?
Yeah. Yes.
I remember.
Yeah.
I can tell you exactly when I learned the words and where I was learning the words to I Need Love.
That's her jam.
When I'm alone in the room, sometimes I stare at the wall.
To your toolkit. We be trying to put you on the game. Neysa makes it very clear what she likes.
But I do. I remember that.
Yeah.
And so now to see and not even be surprised by it, because I'm not surprised by the allegations that are out there against many of our faves, right?
Yeah.
There was rumor about the criminal. I'm not going to say it.
Right, we know who you're talking about.
Right.
Yeah.
There's rumor about that. But because there was no TMZ, all we had was MTV News. And if Kurt Loder didn't say it.
Kurt Loder.
Right.
Yes.
If he didn't say it, then it wasn't true.
Right.
And so there was allegations of.
Yes. Yeah.
But we didn't have no receipts and say, the criminal done married Aaliyah. We didn't know. I didn't know. Maybe my naivete. I didn't know. We heard about D. Barnes, right?
Yeah.
But I lived in Louisville, Kentucky.
Right. Yeah.
I went in the industry. I didn't, you know.
So how does this
everything
affect me?
I got from Right On magazine. I wasn't even moving up to the source yet. I was still on the Right On. You know.
I love Right On. Had the posters in it.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah.
I had this thing from Menudo back in the day too. It's a long story.
It's fair.
But
I love it. Yes.
You know.
Yes.
So there wasn't that immediate information that got out.
Yeah.
Depending on even what circles. That apparently people in New York knew.
Absolutely.
And people in Chicago knew about the criminal, you know? Because if you ask any Chicagoan, they say, girl, he had the guns.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, okay, I didn't know.
Right.
You know?
Right. Yeah.
But now, hearing about all these things, and I'm like, ugh. Yeah.
I'm kind of like, I'm with you. I'm not shocked and surprised anymore. And I don't know if that's because I'm desensitized, one.
Maybe.
And especially us having work in news.
True.
And see, you know what I mean? I do think that plays a part of it, though. I do believe that. I'm not shocked anymore. And things I've been privy to, like, hearing. So some of these allegations, I'm like, yeah, I kind of heard about that, you know, or I knew. And I can't claim this person as my birthday twin anymore, and that's a problem.
Yeah.
So, anyways, that's small fries. But, yeah, it's like when you have so many people saying things, you know. And I don't know that I was ever like, nah, But like I said, I think it's because I'm desensitized. So for me, I'm kind of like, well, yeah, they did it.
Yeah.
Allegedly. But,
of course, allegedly. Of
but,
course.
you know,
everybody is innocent until their day in court. I totally understand that. But
I'm not surprised by stuff anymore.
Here's why I'm not surprised.
Why?
Because of what we experience, and we're not celebrities.
Talk about it.
So, I'll tell you her name off camera. But a person I know who's young does not go to parties. And I asked them, why aren't you going to parties? Like, what's the deal? And their answer to me was, I went to a couple parties, and I don't like the attention that I was getting from men. And one of them grabbed my booty. Now, me had to take a step back. And I was like, well, that's what happened at the club.
Right. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I know you know the booty grabbing.
So,
yeah.
It should not happen.
Correct.
Let me clarify.
Right.
It should not happen.
Not, yeah.
But I was so desensitized.
Yeah.
Because I just equate that with club culture. If I go to the club, I'm going to try to get to the bar.
Yeah.
And there's going to be this much space. And I'm going to say, excuse me, but the SA dude ain't going to move.
Yeah.
I have to slide through, and he's going to press his pelvis against me.
Absolutely.
As I slide through.
Yeah.
I know this because I live this.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
You know? I've lived it so much, I don't pay attention to it anymore. Right.
Which is crazy. But you truth telling. You were like you said, that's normal. It's club culture. Culture. You're like, it's what it is.
If I want to go dance on this dance floor, if I want to get to the bar, then I'm going to have to, there's some things you got to endure.
Oh, yeah.
And I appreciate this young lady's willingness to say, I don't have to endure that.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah.
I get to make a different choice.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay.
That's deep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why when the 90s, I'm like, the 90s were a hell of a time. The 90s were a hell of a time. You know? Yeah. Because there's so much there that, if we really sat down and unpacked it, it's like, case in point. There's a lady who used to have a podcast, and she went to TSU. She's from Memphis. And she was talking about how she took a friend home with her to Memphis. Yeah. They're at an event. Event gets shot up. They take off running, right?
Sounds about right.
Took off running.
Yeah.
Now, she was like, shooting stop. Let's go on back, right?
Huh.
Right. Oh. Because she from Memphis.
She from Memphis,
It was what it was,
We're going to go back.
We're going to go back. It's over with now. Let's keep on partying. Her friend who wasn't from there, crying, shook, upset.
Yeah.
And this is what, the lady who's now an attorney recounts. She was like, in that moment, I was like, what's wrong with you? Like, why are you tripping? And she didn't realize till she got older, she was like, we should all be tripping.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, being shot at a club or being shot up a club is nothing that anybody should become desensitized to.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
But we all are.
We all are. We're all traumatized. We're desensitized.
I remember going to the club and getting shot up. And you making a game plan before you go to the club.
Absolutely.
Now, that means my black ass shouldn't have been
there. That's the thing. Yeah. Yep.
But again, it was normal.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, okay, girl, they get to shooting. Meet me at the car.
Absolutely.
I ain't gonna look for you. Meet me at the car.
Yeah.
And come on.
Yeah.
And so we made those plans beforehand.
Yeah.
You run on to the car. Or, and go on about your business. Go to the club today. I still look for the exits.
Absolutely. What club you go to? Wait a minute.
I be outside sometime every now and then.
Girl.
But I do. I look for the exits.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's homecoming.
I think I look at exits in general in public events.
I do, but I started that because
okay.
I knew that at 328 on 4th Avenue, there's one door that you come in, there's a door on the side, there's also a door near the bathroom. I know.
Yeah. You mapped it out. Yeah. You already know.
And just to make sure I can get out. So those are just things that you look for, and we shouldn't have to. Absolutely.
Agreed.
Yeah. We shouldn't have to.
Just to have some fun.
Right.
Like we're just out to have a good majority. So it's a small minority that mess it up for everybody.
Yeah.
But yeah. Because I'd have a good time. You know, I'm going to say some crazy stuff, too, speaking of desensitized.
Come on, desensitized.
So, I know it's part of your story, and you're a pretty princess. Mm-hmm. That's not my narrative. I wanted a man to grab my wrist. Like, I wanted to be desired when I was younger. Because I wasn't. I wasn't ugly. I was the big bitch. So... I mean, it's my truth. I didn't have the confidence.
Truth today.
I didn't have the confidence in that I have now. And a lot of the 40 efforts. Like, I wasn't, I'm like, it is what it is now. But back then, my friends would get it. You know what I mean? And A red, all that kind of stuff. And crazily enough, I wanted that because I didn't have it. I didn't have dudes knocking down my door trying to holler at the club. I'm like, I wish somebody would like just randomly grab me. Now saying it sounds crazy because it's highly inappropriate.
Right.
But I was one of the people that wanted that. Like, I just wish somebody would do something.
Right.
Yeah. That's so crazy having this conversation. But that really is how I felt at the time. I didn't think it was wrong. This is one of my very good friends. You know her. When a guy who had her like hemmed up in the corner and I'm trying to like intervene and he's like, nah. But in a weird way, I'm like, I wish somebody would like get me. It sounds crazy, but it really was my truth at the time. When I was in college, I'm like, I wanted to be wanted, Yeah. And I didn't have that, so I didn't view the grabbing of the booty or the rubbing the titty as inappropriate when it was, in fact.
Right.
So, yeah. Weird.
I used to, not currently.
Yeah.
Because, I differ now.
You are.
Grown now.
Yes. Grown.
And a gun carrier now. So.
Play if you want to.
But.
What?
But leaning is part of the reason I kept a boyfriend all the time.
Yeah.
I was a serial monogamer throughout most of high school and college.
Uh-huh. Okay.
And when you're 5'4",
yeah,
this big,
yeah, absolutely, yeah, you're a moving target. I'm not there. Yeah, you gonna get got.
I am the gazelle on the Serengeti.
You are. They gonna get you. So, and the lion is right there.
Right. But I still won't go outside.
Right.
And so, the way to combat that, and it's probably also the reason I always date men that are bigger than me.
Oh, we unpacking today. This is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do. What I like.
She does like what she likes.
I like what I like.
Yes.
Because big means relative depending on how big I am. So, you're talking the truth, right?
Truth, yes.
Talking the truth. But no, seriously.
Yeah. That makes, yeah.
There was a safety in that. Where a man would not respect me between the age of 19 and 21. You would respect another man.
That's true. That's true.
Or most would.
Yeah. Even back then, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Toxic 90s.
I know.
The music was good though, or was it? No. If you listen to what they were saying.
Let's go.
I was a little bit younger.
True.
So I didn't know what all the songs were saying. But the criminal who you mentioned, again, like, we singing it loud, top of our lungs. You doing the butterfly. And now knowing what we know, it's like, ew, that's disgusting.
Right. Speaking of the music, though.
Ma'am.
I was privy to it. Like, seriously, I've heard it firsthand from the party chants, right? The hip hop. I mean, ain't no real story there, but it was cool. It was bopping.
Yeah.
Yeah. To I Need Love. To the transformation from that to gangster rap. Yeah. And the fact that my parents didn't want me to listen to it, but I did. And my cousins did.
Absolutely.
So here I am. To Arrested Development. To Diggable Planets.
Yes.
To UNITY.
Yeah.
to Public Enemy, you know, to the transition of it all to, okay, the 90s, Shiny Suit Man, you know what I mean? Yeah. And Bad Boy Inc. and all of that. And again, the party anthems sexually charged now. Yes. Much more sexually charged. Yeah. Because gangster rap has sex in it too, but this is much more sexually charged party anthems. Explicit, I would say. Yeah. But still will rock with them, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. To now this evolution of female rappers to, you know, people are like, well, all they talk about their pussy now. Okay. And then there's Rhapsody. And then there's other people who are talking about, you know, Young and May and other people talking about stuff, you know? So I think what was once an art form that was very much so fledgling and had seasons, now there's a buffet of music under the rap umbrella. Yeah. And you can, and either hip hop umbrella. Okay, you can now pick and choose what suits your mood even, depending on the day. And I like having that plethora. I'm never going to be one to say we should censor anything. Even for those who are making racist rap, which I think is hilarious to me, because there is a whole genre of people who are doing white supremacy rap. You know, I ain't gonna bop to it. No, you have the right to make it. Yeah, yeah. I ain't gonna bop to it. Right. You know, I'm always gonna be a proponent of freedom of speech. Streams. Exactly. Yeah. But there's this smorgasbord of stuff, and I don't think we should make this rap be this one thing anymore. Absolutely, you know? Yeah. The same way rock evolved. Even the mumble rap. Yeah. You know, Christopher hated mumble rap.
You know, we talked about rap. I would have never, when I first met him, that he was from California. Yeah. Because he was so East Coast hip hop influenced. Yep. So those conversations are really cool. Because I'm like, you sure you're from Cali? Yep. Yeah.
Here's why I think it's different though. Chris loves to dance. East Coast rap is a vibe.
It is.
But I don't think it's dance music. DJ Quick to me is not really dance
That's
music.
That's true. No, it's not.
You know? It's a bop. It's a vibe. You know? Exactly. I'm
like, what? I don't know.
You know?
Yeah, yeah.
My feet don't do it right, but I'll do it with my shoulders.
You got it. Yeah. Something in your spirit. Yes. Your Shondo.
But I just don't think of West Coast rap at that time as dance music.
Yeah, dance music.
You know?
Yeah, that's
a dancer. So... Yeah. But yeah, just seeing all that. Like, and I just have conversations with him about that. Like, it's going to keep evolving. We don't own it anymore.
That's true. You know what? That's why some of the older artists did not want to participate in a lot of the Hip Hop 50 celebrations. Hammer was one of them. It was on video. Because, you know, there's certain people, the masses are like, well, why wasn't so-and-so in this? Or where... And a lot of it was because they did not want to be. It wasn't that they weren't asked. KRS-One didn't want to be a part of it. And there's video of him talking about how it's a big corporation now. And that's not what he's about. He never has been. I will say that. He never has been. And he was okay sitting it out.
That's what Brown Sugar's about.
Yeah, absolutely. It is.
You want to keep it real, keep it raucous.
Yes. Come on.
You know?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think we can't be the old person in the workplace to be like, back in my day.
I do like a good back in my day. I know what you mean.
Go ahead. What I mean?
Like back when I was young.
The art form has to evolve.
Oh, yeah.
Like rock evolved. I'm sure there are people in other communities who are like looking at Guns N' Roses talking about that ain't no real rock. Real rock is the king. Rock and roll. Whatever else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So. Yeah. It's going to evolve. Art evolves. It should evolve with the times. Yeah. And I think that's okay. We don't own it anymore. Just like how rock was the music of the youth, and now it's the music of the boomers. You know? Just like, you know, rap was our music. Yeah. But now it's my kids' music.
It is.
And we like some of the same things.
Yeah, but yeah. It's yeah. They like what they like. Right. We like what we like.
And it's okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I really like, you know, I love the Account Music Sermon. They really have some great dialogue around music and music of the 90s, just different generations. There's a clip I watched recently. You'll appreciate this. It was one of those guess the song, but it's like a 3 second, even 2. And the intro, it was Prince's Purple Rain. You hear that first chord, doom.
Doom, 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 doom.
See, you know, yes. But, and it was Man on the Street. Two, a black man and a black woman. And you could tell they were younger. And they're like, name the song. And they had no clue. And I was like, wow. So like the music servant account was like, we have done a great disservice to our youth. It was just, you know what I mean? And I was like, that's an iconic guitar chord. Like it's purple. To us. Right. And I had to think that to us. So what I think she had a charge was like, take what's after us, after millennials? Z. Take a Z, and then like after that, they're like, that's your job this weekend. Yeah, and Gen Alpha, and find a song that's 20, 30 years old, a popular song, and teach it to a kid.
Well, there's that YouTube channel, those two African-American boys, and they were listening to Phil Collins.
Yes.
This goes hard.
And they just discovered it.
Yeah.
I love that when younger people, because I discovered my mom's music with Motown and stuff. I wasn't there for it, but it's certain songs because of sampling for me in hip hop. Okay. So I will have heard it, and if I hear the original, and I'm like, I can correlate it to the rap song, and then I end up liking the original sometimes. But yeah, I love when you discover, and you did a great job. Your girls know old stuff.
I'm about to say that.
Your girls are awesome.
I'm about to say that.
They know.
My kids, and I love this about them because I do. I feel like they're like, "You proud?" I'm proud.
Yes, you are.
Because music that we play in our house runs the full spectrum.
It does. It does.
And you can put on almost anything, and the girls are going to know it. They're going to know the words to it. Now, I have to do better about learning some of theirs.
Yes.
It should go both ways, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But I am so proud. Yeah. So much so that the oldest was at a party or like a set with some friends, and she's a real worker. She's a real leader in her job, and so she obviously associates with older people because of that. And so they were playing like Ox Wars or something like that. And the guy was like, "What you know about this?" And she was like, "That." This, that, what you got to do? Give me the chord. Let me show you what you don't have. You know,
right?
Because they are so indoctrinated in multiple genres and multiple years of music. Yeah, but also HBCU culture too. The eclipse happened. Remember the eclipse?
Yeah, I do.
Why they play before the Frankie Beverly and Maze for the eclipse?
Before I Let Go?
The original. Before y'all.
Come on. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And so they out there getting it.
Yeah.
I ain't got nothing to do with the damn eclipse.
Nothing.
But
it did that day.
HBCU and a DJ. Yeah. It does.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
You gonna learn songs. Yes. Absolutely. Yes. I learned some songs, even I wasn't HBCU, but just being in Memphis. Yes. I was well aware in Nashville of who 3 6 Mafia was, but I wasn't listening to them. But being in that city,
oh yeah,
I was like, oh y'all rowdy. I like it. Right?
And we talked about last time the gangsta ball.
Yes. Right? You get like a feeling when you're like, what is this?
Even now, I'll be like, you calling me?
Exactly.
It's like I'm right here. I'm right here.
I love that about like just higher learning institutions in general, because you are going to come across people who are different than you. You're going to learn things, music, culturally, whatever. Like, yeah, that's important.
Yeah.
Gonna learn how to pop it at Freaknik. Which I was too young to go to. But like I said before, my brother went to Morehouse. He was there kind of when it all started. And it was more of a picnic before the freak got added to it. That's his story.
What else would you
I
tell your family?
wasn't there. Exactly. I did have a friend I went to school with, though. Her brother brought her back a t-shirt. So I was jealous. I'm like, you can buy me a t-shirt to make it look. You know, you got like the older sibling. You be like, I was there too, but you wasn't there. Right. You're just faking it. You got the t-shirt, though. So they don't know. I never got a t-shirt. My mama wouldn't let me wear it anyway if I had one.
I was headed to Freaknik.
You told me that. Yeah.
I know. With a friend.
Yeah.
And we were like, we're going to go. We gonna go.
Oh, nice.
We gonna do it.
Yeah.
And her parents were like, we're gonna buy you this car, but we're not gonna buy you this car if you're down there with them. And she was like, well, I ain't going. And I'm like, but it was the two of us.
Parents be knowing. That's good looking out there because you don't know that year what may have happened. So
no,
you would have been on the documentary.
I'd have been on the documentary, girl. Because you know I'm extra.
You would have been on there, honey. You would have been like,
my Daisy Dukes on.
Sitting here on the 21st. Neysa, you on your tongue out? Ooh,
dancing
hard. Hydraulic. I'm glad.
Why we dance so hard?
It was fun.
It's like you be sweaty as hell.
It was fun. I do miss that. I loved about the night. Just dancing.
You be sweaty
unabashedly, free, orange juice.
Girl, yeah. I know, I need some juice.
But yes, those are, there's some things to unpack.
Okay.
Yeah, this was a good conversation.
Yeah. What's our to go?
I did the last one.
Okay. I'll do the
Come on, 90's.
I'm going to do one serious and one light.
Okay.
To go number one. Unpack it. Mm-hmm. We had to unpack some things here today.
Yeah.
And so think about your own time in the 90s. And see if you have some toxic behaviors or toxic mindsets that you need to reconcile.
Yeah.
Number two, if you have kids, play that Anita Baker and wake them up. Play that, music that you love so that way they can know it. Make them know all the words to I Need Love. I'm bad, because no rapper can rap quite like I can.
I take a muscle about a minute, put
his face in the sand. Okay. You get the hand too.
He put it in the sand.
Yeah, so make them know the words to that. And lift up your voice and sing.
Yes, you got to put that. Yes,
good measure.
Yes, yeah.
But make sure they know all the genres.
Yeah.
So they can be
and be open to learning theirs too, like you mentioned,
and have the conversation.
Yes,
I know nightmares and dreamscapes.
Dreamscapes.
That's what I call it. It's actually the name of Stephen King's book, but that's what I call Meek Mill. Nightmares and dreamscapes.
Hold up, wait a minute. Yeah, I thought she was finished.
Like Shirley Ralph. I love Millie Bobby Ralph.
I love her. Okay, follow us real quick. Yes. Again, we mentioned at the top, like, comment, subscribe, share every platform where you listen to podcasts.
True.
And YouTube. All that jazz.
I'm about to play Nightmares and Dreamscapes.
Thank you. Love y'all.
Bye, y'all.
Bye. It's not Dreamscape.